What'd you put in my eye, you son of a gun? All right, this video is by Mike the Snare, the biggest music streaming service you never heard of. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of it, literally.
I want you to imagine something.
Okay.
I want you to imagine a music streaming service. Imagine it that you stream from the largest database of music known to man, larger than Spotify and Apple Music.
How?
Imagine you could stream it all with ads for free.
YouTube? Is it YouTube? YouTube goated. Easy dub.
Or without ads for a one-time payment of just $6.
Wow.
That is music. And I've never heard of it. I'm pretty hip when it comes to music these days. I always keep up to date on the latest Gregorian chants. I should know what Musi is. So what is Musi? To better understand it, we need to enter the Dragon's Den. The show from Canada. It's like their Shark Tank.
Hello, Dragons. My name is Aaron Winowski. And
wow, that is crazy. I would watch some of that for sure. Does it have any familiar faces as the dragons?
I'm here with my friend and co-founder, Christian Lunny.
Musi is an
I don't like that guy's last name.
application that allows users to stream content
Stepping on
from
my
YouTube
turf.
and SoundCloud.
So every day, thousands of new songs are released through various online sources. One of the largest of these online sources is the popular video sharing website, YouTube. As someone on my computer, this is great, but what happens when I'm on the go? This is where Musi comes in.
YouTube Music?
Existing apps on the store really only cater to the video watcher. Musi, on the other hand, is built from the ground up for the music listener.
You enter the app and you can play any song that can be found on YouTube.
So it just is a music player for YouTube, but how is it different than YouTube Music, and do they want you to use it? Are you going to get in trouble? And for that reason, I might be in or out.
UI is basic and similar to any other music streaming service out there. You'll also get a video ad when you first open the app, and banner ads as you use it, but no audio ads like you might hear on Spotify's free plan. You also won't get any of the ads that would normally play on YouTube videos.
Oh my God!
You can't keep getting away with it!
He says foreshadowing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Once more, if you
This is a bad app. It's gotta go.
pay $5.99 just one time,
What the Sigma?
you get rid of all ads forever. If that sounds simple to you, that's because
I'm simple.
yeah, it is. Musi is a pretty simple app, and Aaron and Christian have built a sizable community with it.
Musi gives you every song for free.
If you don't know about Musi, get to know Musi.
Y'all, look, I don't know who made this app, but whoever made this app need their booty ate.
Since it's launched,
No. Listen, if you're blocking ads on your YouTube videos, that's not cool, dude. And I'm sure YouTube will figure out a way to fix it, because we love them. And bad app, unless there's a better explanation that's coming up.
Musi has been downloaded more than 66 million times. Musi's never released their active user base, so purely for the sake of example, let's assume those 66 million downloads translate to...
Listen, I'm not gonna be like freaking Moist Critical and be like, I love ad blockers, even though I am a millionaire off of ads. Fuck ad blockers. Watch the ads. Got it?
66 million active users. That number
They do
doesn't
not
put
need their
Musi above
booty, eh?
Spotify or Apple Music, but it does put it above several of the other more niche streaming platforms. I'm sold. Let's go download Musi and try it out right now.
I don't think I will. Oh, it's gone.
Where is it?
Thank God.
I see this similar looking app,
Those
and
are
it says
rip-offs.
it's much better than Musi Player, but Musi itself isn't here. It's also not
It's
on the
got about
top
the paint.
free music apps chart.
Steve Reich.
What's going on? As of this video,
I eated
Musi
it.
has been down for about 4 months. Their official line is, quote, "The app is currently unavailable while we address some comments relating to the App Store. We don't have an estimated time as to when it'll be back, but rest assured, this has our top attention." What happened to Musi? I can't tell you how much I wanted to do the bit from that H-Bomber guy video where he's talking about Man in Cave, and he's like, yeah, let's go watch it. Just pull it up on your phone. Oh, you can't find it? It's not there? That video was about plagiarism and its various consequences, so I'm sure Mr. Bomber Guy would have been fine with me just lifting his joke and not crediting him. In late September, Musi was pulled from the App Store due to a complaint from YouTube. How did the community...
I tried to tell him, Mr. Policeman. I tried to tell him. Listen, you're stepping on toes, buddy. It's only a matter of time. You're just gonna wait until the app gets big enough that they notice, little fella.
respond?
OMG, I could cry right now. Because they're freaking jealous that the music is free.
I swear to God, if it doesn't come
They're
back,
freaking jealous that the music is free, dude.
I will put myself into a psych ward.
Oh my God! Gary, stop doing it.
I may not have known what this app was until like 5 minutes ago, but clearly it was loved by many.
Don't care.
Fortunately for them, though, Musi wasn't about to take this lying down. Less than a week after its removal, Musi filed a legal complaint and a demand for a trial by jury.
It's not like they just got rid of the ads for everybody. They put their own ads on instead. I hate Musi. Sorry.
With Apple.
Hot
which,
take.
by the way, kind of weird. I mean, I get it. Apple
It's
was
probably
the
good
one
for
who
the user.
removed the app, but wouldn't Musi's beef really be with Google and YouTube? It's like the other recent lawsuit in music. Drake had beef with Kendrick Lamar because of the music released by Kendrick Lamar, containing various disses and trash talking by Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know who that is.
To retaliate against Kendrick Lamar, Drake is suing.
You're starting to piss me off.
UMG. Okay, whatever. What does Musi say? The 13-page complaint.
At least he didn't say
hones in
Kendrick
on the
Lamar
part
again.
in Apple's developer agreement that cites the reasonable belief needed to remove an app. According to the document, Musi had been in occasional conversations with YouTube since 2015. YouTube's outside counsel would reach out and say, "Hey guys, are you doing a little terms of service violation?"
Yes.
And Musi would say, "No." This cycle continued until July 2024, when YouTube's legal team sent a 5-word complaint to Apple. August 2024 was when Apple...
Yeah, I got 5 words that I'd like to complain to you, buddy.
Fuck you, Spider-Man!
That's 4 words.
Started to get more involved, leading to the app's removal in September. Musi also sought a preliminary injunction. Basically, they wanted the app relisted while this whole legal kerfuffle played out. The next step in the aforementioned kerfuffle was Apple's rebuttal in November 2024. Now, before I go any further with this, I should let you know, I am not a lawyer, I am not a legal expert, I'm just someone who has followed Musi, its lawsuit against Apple, and then Apple's rebuttal. I find this case very interesting, and it is my personal opinion that, Musi ain't coming back.
Nope.
Musi is screwed.
They're out of there.
Musi is screwsy.
Got him out the paint. They were leeching off of another platform. It was doomed.
I need to do a better job of answering the question, what is Musi? Musi has been described as a YouTube rapper, and I don't mean like my boy Jake Paul. This kind of app takes videos from YouTube and repackages them in a certain way, often adding new features or removing unwanted aspects. Now, for a split second, there could be a discussion worth having about whether it's copyright infringement to simply share YouTube videos. If the videos are publicly available and an app is simply just providing the video to you in a slightly different way, what's the harm? However, that conversation is, in my opinion, thrown out the window immediately because of one complication: money. Musi removed ads from YouTube videos and inserted their own ads, and they made money off of it. Apple's rebuttal showed that, quote, Musi had generated over $100 million in advertising revenue between January 2023 and spring 2024. That is especially wild.
Think of how much of that should have been mine.
Considering the company's LinkedIn says
because all of my music videos were getting illegally streamed on their silly little app.
Max of 10 employees.
The fucking Jomar song. These Canadian bastards and their Dragon Den.
Living large. Except
give me my CAUSD.
And Christian doesn't even mention Musi on his LinkedIn or website. The current CEO, according to Crunchbase, is a man named LeBron Jones.
LeBron Jones.
Whoa. Also, Musi may have been taken down thanks to a 5-word complaint by YouTube, but that was not the only complaint about Musi. The International Federation of the Phonographic Industry had raised complaints several times in 2023 and 2024. When YouTube sent in their complaint, the National Music Publishers Association backed it up. They even said, quote, Musi is an audio streaming app that
this was literally Musi's 9/11 on September 11th, 2024.
Its offerings from YouTube's API to avoid paying copyright licensing fees. Clearly, Musi had pissed a lot of people off.
Ah, speaking of piss, I gotta pee. Okay, BRD. Musi, rest in piss. What do you think the rest of this is?
Actually,
important?
wait. Apple's rebuttal and Musi's own supporting documents name Aaron as the current CEO.
What about the artist?
I also began wondering. Musi apparently earned over $100 million in ad revenue. Was any of that going to musicians?
Oh,
if
shit.
not, that's where...
Yeah, what about the artist, Loomis? Make sure to switch that back, Loomis.
I get pissed. Maybe we can get some insight from the bright minds in the TikTok comments. What's someone saying here? Musi uses YouTube to stream. The artists are still being paid by YouTube. Okay, that's giving me nothing.
Wrong.
Musi does pay artists. LOL, did you do any of your research? I love this approach where you say other people didn't do research, but you yourself did not share any of your own. Excellent approach. Okay, someone went into more detail. It did pay the artists because it was just YouTube, so the views from YouTube made it into the
You lived
YouTube
off of
views
Musi?
system.
All right, well, we have someone in the chat who was getting their Musi checks written, so that's one testimony we got to consider.
That's not true. I can speak on this personally as someone who gets paid by YouTube for making videos. A view on YouTube on its own doesn't make you any money. It's the ads that play before, during, and after a video. And I know there's also YouTube Music, and that has like its own set royalty rate. But as far as I'm aware, Musi was pulling from YouTube in general and not specifically from YouTube Music. So if YouTube pays based on the ads that run on a video, and Musi's whole thing is that it gets rid of the ads...
Vine Boom.
They could come out and explain their payment structure and their royalty rate and how they pay artists. If they did, I would be all ears. So yeah, in my opinion, Musi is screwsy, but Musi also matters, or at least the demand for it matters. And I think it's worth exploring who is even using this app in the first place. I think we can categorize Musi's user base into 3 buckets. First are people who care deeply about music but don't have the money or desire to pay for a streaming service. I try not to make big, sweeping assumptions. I think this bucket is teenagers. I mean, when Wired surveyed a classroom of sophomores at a Chicago high school, 80% said they used music.
Youth.
Hearing that might make you want to start bemoaning teenagers and their unwillingness to pay for music, but like, perhaps don't. Maybe I'm just sympathetic as someone who grew up in the 2000s and who definitely did not use programs like MP3 Rocket Pro or sketchy Mega Links to find music. But I think this is just a case of like, teenage ingenuity. It's the beauty of being a teenager. You're the most technologically savvy out of any age group, yet you also have no money. Then they'll go to college and get a job and then they'll start paying, because it turns out being broke is not a fun personality trait. The second group of users is people who could pay for a streaming service, but choose not to as a protest against rich artists, major labels, or big tech companies. To them, I say, okay. If using an app like this makes you feel better that you're not giving more money to Spotify or UMG or anyone else, I'm not gonna hate on that. I do hope, though, that you'd balance that with supporting your favorite artists directly. I would also urge you to consider that not every artist out there is raking in Taylor Swift money. There's only one artist who's raking in Taylor Swift money, and that's Taylor Swift. There are other rich pop stars too who probably don't need your dollar, but like, I can't help but think of people like Matthew Sweet, who had to start a GoFundMe after suffering a stroke, or one of the guys from Dive who had to fundraise after losing his home in the recent California wildfires, or people like Lil Sims or Rachel Chin.
All right, rest in peace, Musi. I'll link the full video if you guys want to see this, but freaking shout out Mike the Snare. This was interesting. Did you actually use Musi before? I had never heard of it. He was right. He read my mind. He read my goddamn mind.